Now I am going to start a DevOps course, a full-fledged course in my channel. So keep following my channel to know the updates regarding the DevOps course. So these are the topics I am going to cover: DevOps overview, Linux, Git, Maven, Nexus, JFrog, SonarQube, Tomcat, Jenkins, Ansible, Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, and DevOps roles and responsibilities. I will cover 14 topics and I will make one video for you all. So keep following my channel. Now I am going to cover few topics before going to the DevOps overview topic. Okay. So now I am going to explain regarding the agile methodology and waterfall methodology. So here we need, before going to learn DevOps course, we should know some basic terminologies and definitions of related to the DevOps. So we need to know these things, and so now we are going to learn waterfall methodology and agile methodology and how it will be helpful in IT industry. So now coming to the definition of waterfall methodology, it is a traditional project management method where work is done step by step process. So once a step is completed, we can't go back easily. So a complete fixed requirement should be present at starting stage. So you must finish one phase completely before moving to the next, just like water flowing down a waterfall. So here I'm going to show you one diagram. So related to the waterfall methodology, first we need requirements, and we need next we are going to design, and next we are going to development, and next we are going to testing, and next we are going to deployment, and then maintenance. So it is a step-by-step process. You can see here a diagram. First requirements, and then we go for design, and then we go for development, and then we go for testing, and then we go for deployment. In between we can't do any changes. Once the design was done, that's it. And once the development was done, that's it. We can't do any changes in the middle of the sprint or whatever it is. So this is the waterfall methodology. I don't think this methodology is now using in current IT industry. So, but it will be helpful in a small scale industries and small projects we can they might use. So next, what are the key characteristics of a waterfall methodology? So fixed requirements at the start and one phase after another. I have already told you. And changes are hard and costly. Yes, in between we can't do any changes and it is costly. Works best when requirements are clear and stable. In the project, if we are doing any project and the requirements are fixed and clear and stable, then we can go for the waterfall methodology. I can give you a real-time example. For example, building a house. Suppose if we are building a house, what are the we need to do? What are we going to do? For the requirements, that means how many number of rooms and what is the budget and what is the design we are going to decide. So this is the requirement part. Next come to the design part. First architect creates the blueprint, right? Before building a house we need a blueprint, right? The design part comes here, and then the development part. Now the construction starts, and then the testing part means checking the plumbing work, wiring work, strength. So I'm telling you regarding the real topic so you can understand easily. Building a house is one of the example for waterfall methodology. So once the deployment was done, house is handed over, coming to the maintenance part, means repairs after moving in. So you can't change the number of rooms after construction starts easily, right? So after the construction starts, we can't change the number of rooms or a design or anything. We can't change the blueprint, right? So this is how it works. This is how it works. So there are many disadvantages, but yet only for smaller scale purposes this waterfall methodology we are using. And now comes to the agile methodology here. So now we are going to discuss regarding the agile methodology. So agile is a flexible, we all know, and iterative method where work is done in a smaller parts, like a iteration, like a sprint wise. For suppose you are working in any IT project, the deliverables will be in a sprint wise, sprint 1, sprint 2, sprint 3. Like you can change the requirements anytime, right? Even during the deployment. So here is a diagram you can understand easily. First we need to plan, design, develop, test and review, and again the cycle starts again. So this is a cycle. So this is a agile diagram. Now visually we can see like sprint 1, sprint 2, sprint 3, sprint 4. Each sprint delivers will work a small working product. So work will be delivered in a smaller parts. So customer feedback is continuous. We will get the customer feedback as well, and faster and more flexible. These are the characteristics of the agile methodology. So now I will tell you regarding the real-time example of agile methodology. It is a mobile app development. For suppose you are building a food delivery app. So first 2 weeks you will work with the login and sign up. This is they have planned like this for sprint 1. In the sprint 2, you are going to work on the restaurant list and menu display. And in the sprint 3, you are going to work on order placement and payment. For suppose now the customer says we want a UPI payment and a dark mode. So you can add it in the next sprint easily, right? So now sir, after the sprint 2, now the customer says we want UPI payment and dark mode. You can add it in the next sprint easily. While in waterfall methodology you can't do. In agile methodology we can do whatever we want. We can add the futures in between, so you can plan accordingly. One more example, daily life example I will tell you. Online shopping apps, Amazon, Flipkart, they release new features frequently based on the user feedback, right? Amazon, whatever the other apps which we are using, they release every new features every year or quarterly. Based on the user feedbacks they will add new features. So this is the daily life example. You can in interview you can mention these examples, a real-time example to know for better understanding purpose. So I will now we will see the comparison of waterfall and agile. The approach will be linear in the waterfall. In agile obviously it is iterative, like a sprint wise. Flexibility is low in the water. In agile methodology it is high, we are having high flexibility. Changes, if you want to do changes in between we can't do, it is very difficult. While in agile methodology it will be easy. And delivery at the end, after the product was completely complete, I mean if a work was completed, at the end the delivery will be in waterfall methodology. But in agile there will be a frequent deliveries, right? Frequent deliverables, sprint 1, sprint 2, sprint 3, like. So customer involvement in waterfall methodology they don't care, but in agile methodology they will take the customer feedbacks. Based on that they will do add a new features on their product. So obviously here agile methodology is very good right now. For few other smaller industries or smaller products they might use waterfall. most of them were using agile methodology, right? So when to use what here? So when we use waterfall methodology, when the requirements are fixed, the project is small and simple, as I said, and example government systems and construction works is waterfall methodology. Agile methodology, requirements changes often, customer feedback is important. Example apps, websites, startups. These people were using the agile methodology. Yeah, this is all about the waterfall methodology and agile methodology. So that's all. Mm, this video, I hope you have learned two methodologies in this video, and in next video I'm going to explain regarding the DevOps overview, and I'm going to cover all the topics which I have mentioned. So stay tuned for upcoming videos regarding the DevOps. So reach out to me if you have any doubts, always. So if you want this document, you can reach out to my personal details. These are my personal details. You can ping me and I will share this document to you. Yeah. Thank you all. Thanks for watching. Kindly please subscribe my channel. Thank you.